One of the absolute worst thing about interviewing for a new job is you might be a great candidate who has all the skills you need to succeed in the role, but you get nervous for the interview. And you get so nervous that you don't interview well and you end up not getting the job. In today's video, I'm going to give you 9 quick, powerful tips to help you be less nervous for your next job interview. Let's go. Now, the first thing I want to say is that everybody gets nervous, but the degree at which you get nervous might vary. And if you're a person who gets incredibly nervous prior to an interview, you don't need me to tell you this. It can have a massive adverse impact on your ability to perform in that interview. So these tips are all designed to help you. Now, the first one I want you to do is I want you to have what I call hero stories. And these are stories that you're hoping to be able to tell in the interview. This might be a big accomplishment, a project you led, a team you were a part of where you were able to do something, an award you won, a goal or a metric or an objective that you hit. But basically, impressive stories for your career. What I want you to do is I want you to sit there, think about them, and then I want you to write down exactly what happened. Where it was, what was your role, how long did it take, what was the impact, what was the financial impact, what did you learn, all that kind of stuff. Write it down and familiarize yourself with it. And then what I want you to do is practice talking about these stories. Practice walking someone through what happened. That way, when you get in the interview, you are already familiar with these things that you're hoping to share that put you in a very positive light. I call these hero stories because you're going to end up looking like a hero when you can talk about these. The best part about having good hero stories is that if you are familiar with like 7, 8 stories, whatever you can think of, they are probably going to be able to answer a whole host of interview questions. They might say, tell me about a time when you worked well as part of a team. Well, if you have a hero story about working as part of a team, boom, you immediately have one of those answers. And that's how hero stories work. They can help you answer a variety of interview questions and come off looking really impressive. And if you know that you already have a bunch of answers to some of the questions you're going to be asked, well, it's easy for you to be a little bit less nervous. The next thing I want you to do is be a little bit of a sleuth, be a detective. Research the people you are going to be speaking with on LinkedIn. Most of the time, you're going to get a calendar invite, you're going to get an email, and you're going to find out who you're talking to. Go to their LinkedIn profile. This isn't creepy. It's not weird, if you don't make it weird. But go there and look about them and look at their, their job history. Where have they been? Do you have any overlap? Do you have anything in common? Do you go to the same school? Just knowing who you're going to be talking to takes a little bit of the uncertainty away and helps you be less nervous. But if you can look in their profiles and find things that you have in common interests, things in your background that connect the two of you, that's really going to help you have less nerves and be more excited about connecting with someone who you already have things in common with. The next thing I want you to do is practice common interview questions. You know some of the questions you're going to be getting, right? So practice your answers ahead of time. If you feel confident at home while you're practicing these, well, you can have a higher degree of confidence that you'll do it well in the interview, which is going to help you be less nervous. You know some of the common ones, right? Why are you interested in this job? Why are you interested in our company? What do you know about our company? Why are you looking to leave your current role? What's your greatest strength? What's your greatest weakness? Why do you think you're a good fit for this job? Why are you a better candidate for this job than other people, right? Those are common interview questions that you can rest assured you're probably going to get some version of most of those in the interview. By the way, if you want help with those and you want to know exactly what to say, link below in the description of this video is actually a link to my full interview guide. And you can get that guide for less than a week's worth of Starbucks, and it'll help you nail your interview. Now, this next thing not a lot of people do, but can be incredibly helpful. Record yourself answering some of those questions. So set your phone up and practice answering some interview questions. And after you answer it, watch back the video. How did you sound? Are there things you would change, right? It's gonna be awkward. And if you're an awkward person, it's gonna be more awkward. But it is a worthwhile exercise because if you record yourself answering these questions and you can go, okay, I rambled on a little bit here. I said this, I probably shouldn't have. You can actually practice and you can get better at these questions that you know are probably going to come. And if you go into the interview and you've done enough prep and I know what I am talking about. I am going to do well here. You are going to have more confidence. Again, this isn't a cure-all. You're not immediately never going to be nervous again, but you absolutely will be less nervous and more likely to succeed. By the way, if you're finding value in this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's free, it tells YouTube I don't suck, and it motivates me to make more videos like this, and it really helps the channel. So if you want to help me, hit that like button. And if you don't want to help me, then don't. Oh, by the way, if you're already willing to do that, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you never miss one of my 3 free weekly videos, all designed to help you maximize your career and land your dream job. One of the best things you can do preparing for a job interview, and also helpful to make you less nervous, is to really do your research. One of the things I tell people to do is print out the job description, and then when you look at all the nice to haves and the must haves, I want you to write down how you match up, right? If they say 5 years experience in sales and you have 10 years of experience in sales, then on the printed out job description, write 10 years experience. And going through and actually doing this exercise, it helps you familiarize yourself with your qualifications for the role and why you're a good fit. Also, do research on the company. What's going on with them? Go to Google, type in their name, hit news, read the articles, find out what is going on with their organization, go to their website, familiarize yourself with their history, with their product or services. One of the best things to do to lower your nerves is to feel like you are prepared. And part of preparation is doing your research. The next thing I want you to do is when you are in the interview, focus on them. Don't focus on yourself. A lot of people, they think about themselves and they're all like, oh man, and they're really focused. Like, it's called the spotlight theory. You're focused on yourself. But other people, they're much less aware of you than you actually think they are. But focus on them. You know, don't think to yourself, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Am I fidgeting? Did I talk too long? Am I making mistakes? Am I coming off weird? Do I smell? Do not do that. Instead, focus on them. Try to read their body language. Be in the moment. You know, pay attention to your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? How does it feel, right? This is called mindfulness. And being mindful, well, it's going to help you be a little bit less focused on yourself and a little bit less nervous. Dress the part. This seems like a small thing, but if you go to a place and you are like wildly underdressed and everybody looks fancy and you look a little bit like a hobo, you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel bad because you're like, oh my gosh, I'm underdressed. Are they going to say something? Do they think I fit? You know, if I do a great job of this interview, will it even matter because I am underdressed? And it's going to make you nervous. You don't need little things like that contributing to you being nervous. My advice is ask the recruiter, hey, what is common attire for people in the office? They will tell you, and then wear that. Make sure you know how long it takes to get there. One of the things that I've done in the past when I've interviewed is like the week before. I will actually that day punch in Google Maps or in Apple Maps at the time I'm going to leave the location and see how long it takes me to get there. Like if you put in Apple Maps like at night, there's no traffic, the time it's going to take is going to be different. So what I do is I will actually find out, okay, I'm going to be leaving probably around 9 or 10 on a Tuesday. Let me punch it in, or 9 or 10 in the morning on Tuesday. Okay, that's how long it's going to take me to get there. I'm going to leave 30 minutes before that, because I'm going to get there early. By the way, when you get there, don't walk in until about 10 minutes before you go in. But make sure you're there on time. The last thing you need is feeling like you are going to be late. If you feel like you're going to be late, you're going to ratchet up your anxiety and you are going to be a nervous wreck. The last thing I want you to remember is it's okay to be nervous. I mean, I have a whole channel on how to interview. And in the past, when I've had interviews, I have been nervous. I have a whole YouTube channel. So you, presumably, don't have a YouTube channel about interviewing. It is okay for you to be nervous. Everybody gets nervous. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Now, you're gonna do all these things, you're gonna do awesome, and they're going to extend you a job offer. But I wanna make sure you maximize that and you get the best offer possible and the most money, and you go on whatever vacation you wanna go on in the future because of all the extra money you're gonna be making. So I want you to watch this video here. These are things you want to avoid saying in a salary negotiation. I know you're curious, you should be, so I'll see you over there.